Good evening and welcome to our program here on Inside Bicol. Tonight, my guest is a longtime friend. He is an expert on drug prevention, also on drug-related issues. By profession, he's a doctor, but at the same time, he's the Undersecretary of the Dangerous Drugs Board. And he's here in Naga to give a lecture with the legal profession regarding drug. Okay, let me now introduce our guest for tonight, Undersecretary Romel Garcia. Welcome, Yusek, dito sa Bicol, ano?
Magandang umaga po sa inyo, my good friend, and pardon, and sa lahat po ng tagapanood, sa lahat po ng ating mga kababayan dito po sa Naga City at sa buong Kabikulan.
Okay. You know, Yusek, ang programa namin actually is seen on free-to-air TV. Anybody na may TV set dito nakakapanood, but at the same time, we're carried by the Sky Cable, the cable companies here. So, we really have a wide audience here. And some of them would watch us via internet. Kaya marami kaming maraming nanonood. I'm sure that they'll be interested to listen, to know more about the program that you have. But siguro, before we start,
before everything, congratulations po sa iyong TV network program. Success po ng programang ito.
Oh, well, thank you. And of course, it's because of you guys being guests na nakakaano sa program na. But Yusek, alam mo, maraming nanonood dyan. Siguro they'd like to know, who is Yusek?
Ang inyo pong lingkod ay isang doktor by profession. I am actually a family physician and an addiction medical specialist. I'm an addiction specialist by profession. I used to be a director of a drug rehab sa aming pong bayan, sa Pampanga, sa Angeles City. And then a medical consultant in another drug rehab, Central Luzon Drug Rehab Center in Pampanga, before I was appointed dito po sa Dangerous Drugs Board. Presently, I'm 2003, I was appointed by the Office of the President, by President Dole Arroyo, as Deputy Executive Director for Administration with the rank of Assistant Secretary dito po sa Dangerous Drugs Board. And then I was reappointed. I became a permanent board member, Undersecretary, in 2010, and I was fortunate that sa awa po ng Panginoon, I was reappointed. I was reappointed by President Noynoy Aquino in 2012 as a permanent board member, as an undersecretary dito sa Dangerous Drugs.
Well, there's no doubt about it because I know the kind of job that you're doing and alam ko marami kang nagawa dyan sa Dangerous Drugs Board. So there's no doubt, I think any administration would be needing you. Okay. Now, Yusek, ano ba ang primary functions ng Dangerous Drugs Board? Tell us about it.
Yeah, Dangerous Drugs Board po is the policy making and strategy formulating body of our country when it comes to drug abuse prevention and control. Yan po ay nakasaad dun sa Republic Act 9165 o Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. We create policies. We are mandated by Congress to create policies when it comes to drug abuse prevention. That has the effect, pag in-issue yan to board regulations of the board, they will have an effect of a law.
Okay.
Marami po na po tayong mga board regulations kung tawagin na isinabatas sa programa. Halimbawa noon yung mga drug-free workplace program. Dati, if you would remember, yung mga pag nagre-renew ng license driving, kailangan ng drug test noon. Okay. Actually, those board regulations sa the Dangerous Drugs Board po yun.
Okay, so these were initiated.
Yeah, Dangerous Drugs Board. Marami pa. Halimbawa, yung programa sa DepEd at CHED tungkol sa drug prevention. Tapos another function of the board, power of the board, is the power to classify and reclassify drugs. Kung meron pong halimbawang substance or even drug na legal kasalukuyan, pero yan po ay inaabuso, pwede po yang ipagbawal ng batas kapag yan po ay didesisyonan ng Dangerous Drugs Board to a board regulation. Yan ay may include in the list of dangerous drugs or those chemicals or substances that are controlled in the country.
Okay. Now, there were reports which said that dito sa Pilipinas, almost 90% of the barangays and even here in the province are now what's called as drug affected. Can you tell us more about this? Siguro bigyan mo kami ng, you being in the dangerous drug lord, bigyan mo kami ng situation tungkol sa drug problem dito sa Pilipinas and also dito sa area.
Yeah. As a situationer, no, just to give a background, Fred, no, you know, in 1999, there was a household survey estimating the number of drug abusers in the country to be around 3.6 million drug users in the country, 1999. In the year 2002, there is again a survey study that shows that the drug abuse population could be somewhere about 2.2 to 9.7 million drug users in the country. Drug users na lahat po yun. No? In 2004, there is an household survey that again, that shows that there are about 6.7 million drug abusers in the country. In 2008 naman, yung household survey naman na sinagawa, the result is that there are only about 1.7 million na lang drug users in the country. So medyo pababa. In 2012, we had another survey for which the result are still ina-interpret pa po, formally hindi pa po ipinalimbag yan, pero it shows that there could be about ganun din 1.3 to 1.7 million drug users. So ano po ang resulta? Medyo pababa naman po. Although hindi po natin sinasabing konti na lang, pero pababa naman. Ito po ay dahil sa suporta ng mga kasama natin. Unang-una yung law enforcement agencies. Dahil noong 2002 pinanganak na yung Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, kaya malaking naitulong yan.
Yung PIDEA.
Okay. No, nakikita po natin ang success ng PIDEA sa kanyang pinaghuhuli. Kasama siyempre yung PNP, particularly PNP 8SOT and other law enforcement agencies tulad ng Customs and NBI. At sa tulong na rin ng mga kasama natin, ang nangunguna po yan ng media. Katulad po ninyo, media practitioners, ang malaki na itutulong sa ating, kung tawagin natin, civic awareness on the ill effects of drugs. At dahil naging maano na rin sa kampanya, lalong maigting ang suporta ng mga non-governmental organizations, yung mga religious groups, the academe, yung mga eskwelahan, no? The youth sector, at yung mga marami na rin LGUs, tulad po ng provincial government and local government natin dito po sa Naga City and sa Camarines Sur, no? Kaya po pababa. Pero merong nagka-issue po diyan dahil few weeks ago there is a report that says that the drug affected, the 92% of the barangays in Metro Manila are drug affected, no? Pero inaano po natin, sinasabi po natin yan kasi nakita natin yung criteria kasi niya binabasihan dyan is that masyadong stricto, no? Ang ano daw, kapag merong isang drug user sa barangay, it is now classified as drug affected. So, lalo na kung may drug po siya, drug affected na yan. So, pag ganun ang criteria natin, makikita natin talagang mahirap talaga ma-accomplish yung drug free. Kasi kung meron lang isang drug dependent yan, drug affected na. So, makikita talagang marami. There was even a report na 100% ng mga barangays sa Metro Manila, 100% drug affected. Kasi nga, ganun yung criteria. No? Kaya nga inaano natin, tinitingnan po natin kung tingnan natin yung criteria kung paano natin i-reclassify, kung paano yung terminology na gamitin para kung ano yung mas magandang terms na gamitin kung ano drug affected, drug affectation.
But regardless on how you define it, it's still alarming. Sabihin na natin na mayroong drug dyan. Now, ano ba ang klase ng mga drugs? Kasi sa information ng mga nanonood sa atin, ano ang mga klaseng drugs dito na ginagamit? Yeah.
Actually, the most commonly abused drug is still methamphetamine hydrochloride or shabu.
Oh, shabu.
This being followed by marijuana pa rin, no? And then followed by substances like yung solvents, rugby, sinisingot, and ecstasy meron na rin. Actually, since 1970s, 80s, marijuana po ang pangunahing drug of choice. But until 1995, where the shabu started to overtake marijuana as the most commonly abused drug. Sunod-sunod na po yan. Ayun po, speaking of yung drug-affected barangay, ano po ang ginagawa ng Dangerous Drugs Board? Actually, isa sa naging problema natin dyan, yung nakikita po natin, yung conviction rate.
Conviction rate.
So, marami pong nahuhuli yung mga law enforcement, pero makikita natin na the conviction rate is too low. Marami pong nadidismiss o na-acquit.
Marami
Kaya,
na
po. Kaya nga po,
nadidismiss.
correct. Kaya nga po, isa pong nakita natin solusyon, bakit hindi natin pagsamahin yan, no, per region siguro, per locality, hayaan nating mag-usap, magharap-harap yung mga judges, yung prosecutors, yung mga law enforcers. Para sa ganon, una sa lahat, malaman ng law enforcers kung ano pa talaga yung hinahanap ng mga judges. Bakit nila dinidismiss yung ibang mga kaso, ina-acquit. So, for them to accomplish kung what is expected of them. At the same time naman, siguro, on the other hand naman, malaman na rin, marinig na rin ng mga judges yung side ng law enforcement. Ganitong nangyayari
This
sa
is
on the ground.
the reason what
Exactly.
you're here.
Exactly.
That's what you're doing right
Exactly.
now.
Kaya
You've
nga
gathered yung mga judges, law enforcement, parang they will share in their experience.
Precisely. Kaya nga po, we have been conducting as a project of the Dangerous Drugs Board in cooperation with the Supreme Court and the PhilJA, Philippine Judicial Academy, to give seminars throughout the country. And we do it per region, no? Para in essence, una-una to update kahit mga judges ang kailangan i-update on the law, no? Judges, prosecutors, and law enforcers on the current trends and the laws, review of the laws on drug, on the legalities of drug, no? Seizures, apprehensions, kung paano. So, in the end in view of helping each other, para sa ganon, to the end in view of having an increased number of conviction, to increase the conviction rate. Para sa ganon, in essence, para sa ganon, lahat ng kasong that will be filed in court will be strong enough to face legal battle para manalo naman tayo ang gobyerno laban sa mga sindikato ng droga.
Kasi nababalita, di ba, within the papers, yung mga drug, sabihin na natin, mga drug lord, malalakas.
Opo.
Iba nasa kulungan na, nakakapag-
Yan ang isa pang problema.
That's the impression. But anyway, we will continue the discussion. Siguro sa susunod natin discussion, pag-usapan natin ano ang mga epekto ng drugs para malaman ng mga tao. So, don't go away. We'll be back.